Hey guys, how's it going? This is another episode in the series of 5 lessons where I give you the 5 most basic and fundamental takeaways and principles that you can learn from business or CS related books. And the book we have today is The Self-Taught Programmer by Cory Althoff. And this book, the first few chapters are basics in the Python programming language, which are really useful, but I'm not going to cover that today since I'm mainly going to focus on the general principles that you can use to improve your own programming skills. And so the first one I'm going to go over right now is ABC, which stands for always be coding. And at the essence of this principle is the whole idea that practice makes perfect. If you want to be good at programming, the only way to do it is to really consistently practice. And he gives links to good practical websites where you can learn, where you can test your skills and learn new things. So the first is called LeetCode, which is a website that gives they literally have thousands of practice problems for you to do and things to explore. If you're starting off more simple and you're more of a basic programmer, I would try codingbat.com. And this is limited to Python and Java, but they're more focused on specific topics that you want to work on. If you work on your arrays and data structures, you can do that. But LeetCode is more for advanced challenges, and you can use any programming language you want in order to succeed in that area. So that's the first principle, ABC, always be coding. And the next one are general interviewing tips for landing a job in the CS field. And this really only applies if you're looking for a job. But at the essence of this principle is that you need to have a strong foundation in only 2 fields of computer science, really: data structures and algorithms. If you're always coding and you practice your data structures and algorithms, you're set for interviews because they're going to be asking you constant questions about how to write a certain algorithm that does this, or how does this data structure work. And it's really questions like that that will help you land the interview. And he recommends that the best website you can use is called LeetCode. So we're circling back to the first principle here, that is using LeetCode is a good way to expand your horizons, challenge your mind, and also get prepared for these interviews because they're going to be asking you the exact same type of questions. And if you get really good and really fast at these questions, you can do well in the interviews. And the interviewers are looking for someone who can explain their understanding of these concepts and not someone who can just regurgitate and memorize material. So when you're in the interview situation, you want to be showing your understanding of CS and the logical thinking of how you solve these problems. Once you get into the rhythm of solving these problems and you practice them enough, you will do fine and you will excel. The third principle is imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome, guess what? It's everywhere in computer science. Even the most skilled programmers, even the people who invented the programming languages, still are very outnumbered by the amount of programming languages, the amount of specific niches, the amount of different ways that people can solve problems. And the biggest way to get over imposter syndrome is to just acknowledge that everyone has it. The founder of the C programming language, he was asked to rate his understanding of C from 1 to 10, and he only gave it an 8 out of 10. And keep in mind, he made the programming language. He was the one who founded it. So you just got to understand that there's so much niche and there's thousands of people coding every day that whenever you collaborate with someone, you're always going to be learning something new. And the core of the fourth and fifth principle are a concept that's kind of underrated in the field of computer science, and that's the idea that coding is collaborative. It's a incredible collaborative effort. If you look on any website like Stack Overflow or Reddit, you'll find that there are these incredible communities dedicated to all helping each other understand programming. And this is a main point that I really want to emphasize. Coding is collaborative. So, principle number 4 is to find a mentor. And a mentor is someone who is going to do code reviews with you, meaning that he will help you fix your code, make it more clean, make it more simple, elegant, and he'll also help you in your career or just in general improve your computer science understanding and your skills. So find a mentor who can help you with your code reviews, who can help you when you're stuck, and who you can collaborate with. Because again, coding is collaborative. And the last principle, last but not least here, is reading other people's code. This is an incredibly important principle. When you're reading other people's code, you're getting a different insight into how you can solve a problem and how their mind works. You can learn tips on how to make your code more elegant, efficient, and simple. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to have these long, pronounced, complex code that no one can understand, because coding is collaborative. You want other people to understand your code. You want it to be simple and easy to understand, and you want it to be fast. The simpler it is, the faster it's going to work. And reading other people's code is just the best way to gain new insights on how to solve problems, new functions, new methods to use. So I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. I would highly recommend reading The Self-Taught Programmer. If you're new to Python and you want to learn how to actually code, this book has that in the first half. And then the next half is what I just summarized here, which is the key insights and principles on how to actually improve yourself as a programmer. So I hope you guys enjoy and have a good day. Thank you.